In 2016, an unknown group stole $81 million from Central Bank of Bangladesh. It is considered one of the largest successful cyber heists ever. Another attempt was also reported in Vietnam. Further investigation revealed that there was a high chance that the attack was conducted by Lazarus, a notorious cyber espionage and sabotage group responsible for a series of regular and devastating attacks against manufacturing, media, and financial institutions in at least 15 countries around the world since 2009. After the Bangladesh incident, Kaspersky Lab researchers tuned their radars to seek out similar malware, but the perpetrators stayed silent for months. That is, until a signal from a bank in Asia made researchers pack their bags and book a flight. Upon arrival, they discovered that hackers had left the bank just a few days before. Even though they were careful enough to wipe most of the traces of their presence, researchers managed to collect enough evidence to pinpoint the modus operandi of the Lazarus hackers. Unlike in many previous attacks, when penetrating banks, Lazarus Group works in a silent and sophisticated way. First of all, they compromise a web system that is exposed to the internet. Then they migrate to other hosts and deploy persistent backdoors. Once persistence is archived, they have enough time to learn the network around them, identifying valuable areas like backup servers and servers responsible for financial transactions. During the final stage, they deploy special malware capable of issuing rogue transactions on behalf of the bank. They also relay transactions from other compromised banks to help with money laundering. In Asia, the group was preparing for another operation when Kaspersky Lab researchers arrived. Evidence collected as a result of Kaspersky Lab's investigation in Asia allowed researchers to improve detection algorithms in order to better identify the new Lazarus malware. Subsequently, signs of the group's activity have started popping up all around the world, indicating massive yet targeted distribution of the malware. Kaspersky Lab researchers observed how heavily the attackers worked on the creation of the malware that was made invisible to protection solutions. In response, researchers adjusted detection technologies so as not to lose trace of Lazarus. Lazarus created traps, mimicked legitimate software, and changed faces of the malware to keep Kaspersky Lab off the scent. These mind games lasted for several months, and at one point, the attackers disappeared again. Until, on a snowy day in January 2017, Kaspersky Lab security radars spotted several anomalies. Computers in the network of a bank in Europe repeated familiar malicious behavior. A closer look left no room for doubt. Researchers had already seen these patterns last summer in Asia. Researchers rushed to the bank to prevent a disaster. They arrived just before the attackers were about to transfer money. Just like in Asia, the attackers abandoned the bank's network not long before the security team hit the crime area. But this time, they left new traces and breadcrumbs to follow. Kaspersky Lab products successfully detect and block all known malware used by the Lazarus Group.